You are now watching Mugen TV.
Hey guys, it's MugenLord here, and I'm back again with another discussion video. And today I want to talk about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch. But before I begin, I just want to thank Daddy Sakurai for making this possible to include every character from Smash history all into this one game. So let us begin. In this video, I want to really talk about what characters that I'm looking forward to giving a try in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, the first character I really want to go back into and give a try once again is Little Mac. Now, if you guys don't know, Little Mac is one of my favorite Nintendo characters since Punch-Out, and of course, Super Punch-Out is one of my favorite games on the SNES. So I was really anticipating his appearance in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and we kind of did and kind of didn't get Little Mac the way that we wanted him to be in the game. He became an assist trophy in Smash Bros. Brawl, but if you fast forward to the Wii U, he became a playable character. And when I saw his trailer, I was super hyped and just couldn't just keep the hype down. I was anticipating this character and finally got a chance to give him a try. And once I gave him a try, he was fun. But the thing was, at the beginning of the meta, or I guess you could say at the beginning of Super Smash Bros. Wii U's life, he just dominated for glory, because a lot of people didn't know how to deal with Little Mac, and he was one of those characters that I had a hard time dealing with online. So it kind of like the character pretty much made me salty, and I just didn't like playing the character because I felt as though that the character was cheap at that time, and I didn't want to play Little Mac because I didn't want to be grouped in with the rest of the Little Mac players of that time. So I pretty much left the character alone. But as the meta, shaped itself and everything, I wanted going back to play the character, but only played him for fun. So in this game, I'm hoping that, I can play him a little bit more seriously, because I looked at his demonstration video in Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch, and it looked like they did tweak him quite a bit. It looks like that his forward B, which allows him to lunge, now he's able to cancel that into his up B, his recovery move. So now he can lunge and then he can up B. So that pretty much makes him it makes him maneuver in the, when it's time to recover on the stage a lot more. And plus, with the whole air dodge mechanics, that really helps Little Mac out quite a bit. Now, I think because now they added this mechanic, I think they did somewhat, I guess you could say, reduced his KO power just a little bit in order to balance that out, because I believe that Little Mac would be quite terrifying if he still had the same KO power and strength and now able to recover back onto the stage a lot better. I think that'd be pretty scary, but I'm definitely looking forward to giving him a try. It looks interesting, and it looks like his changes may, improve the character quite a bit. Now, the next character I'm looking forward to giving a try once again, of course, is Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog is one of my favorite video game characters of all time, and I really want to give him a try again, is because I guess you could say I was super excited during the time that he was announced during Brawl. I was even more excited when that April Fool's joke when I was much younger, that he was going to be, that he was a playable character to unlock in Smash Bros. Melee. So I was always hoping to play as Sonic, and I finally got the opportunity in Brawl. And the thing was, he didn't fit my playstyle. I didn't like how he played, and especially in Brawl, a lot of his attacks were pretty much spin attacks, which was kind of confusing because it was hard to distinguish which spin attack was what when you played against him. And then once the Wii U version came out, they pretty much improved him. They improved him a whole lot, and he's pretty much up there on the tier list. He became a pretty good character. But the thing that bothered me the most about Sonic was the fact is that he was a crappy character to play against, especially like in For Glory, and when I played in a couple of my locals, a lot of people I did played kind of campy, and I ended up hating the character because of how most Sonic players that I played in my personal experience played. So it kind of turned me away from the character, and I pretty much stopped playing Sonic. So I'm hoping to go back in there and give Sonic the Hedgehog a try once again in Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, of course, the next character I want to try out is, it may sound crazy, and it doesn't seem like this character fits me as well at all, but I really want to try Bowser, because Bowser in Smash Bros. Wii U was pretty fun. I really enjoyed him because he was pretty much trash in Smash Bros. Melee. Like, he was pretty much, to me, in my opinion, unplayable. Especially in competitive play, he was just worse. Like everything about the character was bad. But in Wii U, they definitely improved him. And I remember at the time where they was demonstrating Smash Bros. The Smash Bros. For the Nintendo 3DS, people at the beginning of the Smash Bros. For the Nintendo 3DS lifespan, people were saying that maybe Bowser was going to be a top tier character, that he was a terrifying character to play because a lot of the things and a lot of the mechanics that they changed about the character, and they pretty much made him pretty good. So in Wii U, I gave him a try and I really enjoyed him, and I'm hoping to get that same enjoyment out of the character, and hopefully they add it or they pretty much tweak them some more to make him even more fun to play. So I'm definitely looking forward to playing Bowser. The next character I really want to try out again is Cloud. Now, Cloud, of course, one of my favorite Final Fantasy characters of all time besides Ramza, and I definitely want to give him a try again. Now, I know in Smash Bros. Wii U, a lot of people can't stand fighting against Cloud and Bayonetta, but Cloud was another fun character that I really enjoyed, and it looks like now, a look at the demonstration video, they also tweaked him up a bit to make him a bit more fair. And that was another reason why I never really played Cloud much, is because of how cheap he can be at times. So it looks like now, I believe after 5 minutes or I think 15 seconds or something like that, his limit break would disappear if you don't use it. Like, he would lose his limit break. So I guess they balanced that out as well as far as the limit break is concerned, because man, you get rewarded for people pounding you into the ground. Once you build that meter up, his meter builds by charging, and his meter builds by constantly pummeling Cloud. So he was terrifying. Playing the mind games with Cloud and knowing, you know, trying to guess when your opponent was going to use the limit break was kind of a scary game. So them tweaking him a bit to make him a bit more fair, it is pretty much enticing me to give him a try once again. And then, of course, my boy Mario. Mario is another character that I'm looking forward to trying again. Mario, I didn't really get into playing Mario until Super Smash Bros. Melee, or I would say at the end of the Nintendo 64 Smash's life, going into Smash Bros. Melee. Of course, Mario's a well-rounded character. That's why I believe I enjoyed him so much, because how well-rounded of a character he is. And he's just so much fun to play. And now looking at him in Smash Brothers Ultimate, they changed and tweaked up his animations quite a bit, which makes him looks pretty cool. And I noticed that when he does his down smash, he pretty much does like a break dance, like kind of like on the front cover of the Super Mario DDR remix that came out for, I believe, the Nintendo Wii or Nintendo GameCube. I think it was the GameCube. So I like the little touches they added to him. They added Cappy, which is kind of a bummer and a kind of a letdown that Cappy doesn't do anything. He's been reduced to a taunt, and he shows up when you do his up B, which I find kind of a letdown. I wish they would have did something with that or replaced the Flood with that, but I'm still looking forward to playing him. He looks fun, and looking at how Zero played Mario as well during the Invitational, he looks fun. He looks really, really fun, so I'm looking forward to that. And plus his costumes are pretty cool. And then, of course, my boy Ness. I'm really looking forward to playing Ness. I've been playing Ness since the Smash Bros. 64. I've been a fan of the Earthbound franchise for a very, very long time. And when I found out Ness was in Smash Bros. 64, like, my jaw just dropped, and I had to unlock the character. And I've been playing them for a very long time. Now, as the series began to evolve, and as each entry was released of Smash Bros., I started falling out of interest of Ness. Ness didn't feel the same to me. And in my opinion, you may flame me for this, but I believe it was the 64 version of Ness was the better, I think the much more superior version of Ness. That's my opinion. I'm not a pro player or anything, so a pro player can pretty much probably debunk me in that case. But you know, that's my opinion. I liked it Ness in the Nintendo 64 version. He felt like he hit harder. He felt a lot heavier. I don't know. He felt it was something about that character that felt just right in the Nintendo 64 version. So I'm hoping that they tweaked Ness up a bit more, and he feels similar to a 64 counterpart to get me back into the character once again. But Ness was one of my favorite characters, and of course, Breath of the Wild Link. And it's funny, is because I wasn't quite sure about this Link at all, because I was hoping that, you know, they was going to totally like just revamp the character completely to make him completely different from all the Links. And after I seen him in action, he pretty much didn't change that much. He didn't change that much at all, but he changed enough. And what I mean by that is, when I first saw the remote bombs, I'm like, okay, you get to detonate the bombs and everything. I said, okay, that's pretty cool. It's probably won't do much to him at all. And then he doesn't have the hook shot, and he doesn't grab or anything. He doesn't have a tether grab, or he can't tether at all. So I said, well, is this a nerf to the character? Because I said, this kind of sucked for Link. But then I thought about it at the same time that even his tether grabs were pretty much very exploitable, and you could be able to punish him if you didn't precisely time the grabs and punish your opponents with the grabs. So you get punished for grabbing with Link. But then I looked at this one video. They had this one competition, and it was somewhere in Europe, where they was playing Smash Bros. Ultimate, and we finally got a chance to see a good Link player, and I was super impressed how one moveset change changed their overall character and how he plays. When I looked at this player play against use Breath of the Wild Link against Marth, man, the bombs really makes a difference, because the bombs actually control space. It controls the entire stage, and it makes Link much more threatening. It makes Link much more scary to go up against. And I was watching the gameplay, and I was super impressed how if you lay the bombs in certain places, it pretty much scares your opponent, because now they have to watch out and look out for the bomb and watch out for Link's pressure. And I liked how this player had pretty much set up the positions of the bomb, was able to do pretty much some combo strings, knock the opponent into the bomb, detonate the bomb explodes and pretty much throws the opponent into Link's position again, and Link was able to capitalize and punish once more. So Link is pretty much going to be a terrifying character, because you can pretty much throw the bomb in the air, have your opponent try to avoid the bomb, and then if they dodge too much, especially now you get the dodge mechanic, if they try to air dodge, directional air dodge, you can put them into frame traps, and you can put them into devastating positions that pretty much exploits them, and it puts you at the advantage. So that definitely makes Link scary. And plus, you can throw the bomb off the stage and detonate it whenever you want. So this Link is pretty much going to be, he's going to be terrifying in the right hands. Now the thing that bothers me about this Link is if he ends up in the meta being a very good character, and it's going to bother me to the point where it's going to be where players will start using Link. Players that wouldn't normally use Link will start using him. And I've been a diehard Link player and a Link main and Link fan since the dawn of time, since the beginning of the first Smash Brothers. And a lot of people didn't pick up Link, and a lot of people slept on Link, and and pretty much downplayed the character. So now if this character becomes popular, it's going to kind of suck that everybody start using them, and it would kind of suck that now if I use Link, I'm going to be grouped in with those people that pretty much want to use the character and exploit the character for what the character is good for. So that's pretty much it. Like, these are the characters that I'm really looking forward to playing, and I'm looking forward to playing other characters, because like I said, there's other characters that have yet to be announced. So I'm looking forward to what newcomers is going to be added. But what's always been important to me wasn't about really the newcomers to Smash Brothers. It's more so about the veteran characters to me, and what they can do to change the characters to make the veteran characters feel fresh and feel brand new. And I think that Ultimate is a perfect example of that, because these veteran characters have some tweaks to them that make them feel brand new. And as Sakurai said, he changed the tempo of the game. It wasn't so much the speed of the game, it was the tempo. So now the characters are fitting into the tempo of the game to make the characters feel much more fresh and feel renewed. So I'm really looking forward to that. So I want to hear your thoughts. What characters are you looking forward to playing in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate? So you make sure you put it in a list form or something in the comment section, because I definitely want to see what characters you're looking forward to. And if you can, also give me the reason why you want to try out these characters, and what newcomers are you looking forward to in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for Nintendo Switch. So that wraps everything up. Hit the like button. Also, don't forget to hit the bell to be notified for when I upload new videos. This is MugenLord signing off. See you Game Fiends later. Peace out.